This game may trigger seizures. No. Guys, welcome to...
This is going to need some explaining.
It's going to need a ton of explaining. This is maybe... Every time I think we've played the most ridiculous MIT makes a game. This is
on par with 4D Toys in terms of what the
Yeah, this is a game called A Slower Speed of Light. It was meant as an educational toy. The plot is this... Well, maybe it'll show us, actually. I'm just going to get into it because it's ridiculous. Once upon a time...
you need to see.
Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there was a little child. Sadly, the little child fell into death's icy grip far too soon. The little child's spirit began the journey to become one with light. But the speed of light was too fast for the small and clumsy little spirit. Luckily, the spirit world is full of magic orbs that slow down light. Collect orbs to slow down light to walking speed so you can finally move on.
He lives in a superconductor.
Compare your own speed to the speed of light. This is ridiculous. This is a close to real life simulator of what would happen if we started basically getting the speed of light drunk.
Okay, so
as light gets slower, you'll start to see beyond what humans can typically see. A Waz, look, okay, very standard.
Okay, so just to simplify this, this is as you move in this game and you collect the items, the speed of light
drops.
The universal speed limit of light slows down.
That's correct.
So it's as if the first person character in this is actually going super fast.
So here's me. This is the normal environment. Ooh.
Okay, so you haven't collected anything.
This is normal. This is straight ass normal.
This is normal. But unbeknownst to this person, the speed of light is actually about what, like 10 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour? Or it will slow down as you...
two walking speed.
Walking distance as you collect.
I have to start playing the game, but okay. Let's just...
Everything's normal.
Nothing immediately. So it won't give you a good illustrator of what happens, but I'm going to start collecting these and see if we notice anything super interesting, because to spread this out to a decent length, I am on ice. That's okay. It's an MIT game.
That won't hurt at all. Oh, you're an...
Ow. Okay.
Did anyone notice some color change?
Yeah, that's the first thing that happens is...
this is the Doppler shift.
It's a Doppler shift on color, which requires you to be going crazy fast.
Okay. Now, to be clear to
you just shut up here. What's going to happen is...
I need to explain the Doppler shift.
But you are really drunk.
Okay.
What it is...
Does everyone realize that when... Okay, have you ever noticed that when a fire truck is racing towards you on your street, that the pitch
is
increases?
It's higher when you're there.
But then when it passes by you, you notice that the pitch decreases, that it goes... Same thing happens with light as you go faster, or light as you go faster. If a light beam is traveling towards you and you travel and you're speeding towards the light beam, it will blue shift.
So that's what's really I'm getting at, is that the stuff in front of me is blue shifting.
So
but if I go backwards,
and then it starts to red shift. The rocks have started to get a little yellow or orange.
Yellowy tints to them, yeah.
Or if you're moving side to side, notice that on the right or the left, respectively.
Yes.
One side is red shifting, the other one is blue shifting.
I need a little less ice physics, but this is incredible. So we're getting into really strong tilt shifting here. I'm worried I'm gonna lose where the things are.
Okay, this is gonna get.
The lag is gonna get a little hairy. Go ahead.
The extremes of this, you would notice if you traveled at the speed of light. Say if you were traveling through empty space, that if you were traveling very, very fast into empty space, first a little red dot would appear in front of you, and then that red dot, as you went faster and faster and faster, would expand into a kind of a rainbow iris.
Oh god, there are NPCs. That scared the out of me.
And that rainbow iris, what you were seeing is the cosmic microwave background radiation. Basically the remnants of the Big Bang itself that has diminished into just microwaves at about 2 to 3 degrees Kelvin in the vacuum of space. And you have
This is highly frightening.
You have ran into it at relativistic speeds and pushed it into visible range, and a rainbow iris would appear into your line of sight, and it would expand into a ring until in front of you it would turn into infrared, so it would turn into a rainbow ring in front of you that would keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger with a black spot until it would encompass your entire view.
So one thing, God,
Jesus Christ, you're getting fast, or it's getting slow.
No, I think they put the ice physics in on purpose. So just for the record, we've collected half of these.
Oh, half. Okay, so
so we're halfway there.
So your walking speed is about half the speed of light.
That's not okay. That's actually not correct. Because number one, you just made the assumption that it's a linear. Yeah, so if you look on the right side, guys, you'll notice that...
Actually, you're right there, buddy, because, I mean, according to special relativity, from every initial vantage point, no matter how fast you're going, the speed of light is constant.
It doesn't even go... It's not even relativistic. You've just made an assumption about the game. I mean, the Men in Black, the people who made this game, MIT, they couldn't be 100% correct because... at near relativistic speeds, when I bump into...
Jesus, that's really intense.
It is really... Yeah, they made... If it was true to life, it would be too intense to actually... It was making their playtesters barfy.
But, okay, here's the thing. This is something I was trying to explain to you before. Even if the speed of light, was 1 mile per hour, no matter how fast you moved, you would always think light is moving to 1 mile.
Oh God, this is a nightmare. Yes.
So this is something. It's Jesus. That's weird and trippy. Okay, so they're not doing time dilation and and length contraction. They're just basically.
Oh look! Okay, look at this! Look at this like fake.
Okay, maybe there is a little bit of length.
Look at this dolly zoom. That's the best that I can think of is what it is.
A little bit of length contraction.
Is that when it is a length contraction because when I'm moving forward, that thing appears to be further away.
So okay, question. Start moving, and have one of those NPCs in field of view. I want to see how slow or fast they move. Respective to when you start moving.
So I'm in the fence area. I'm gonna pick a couple of these up on the way through. Anytime now.
It seems like they're not moving at all.
Oh, they're moving slower. Yeah, I can definitely see.
So they did incorporate that, and this is that iris I was talking about.
This rainbow thing that you.
Yeah, okay. You notice how there's this band of color?
Yeah, I didn't want to say you're full of. Like,
sorry, buddy.
No, yeah, I know my stuff. I wonder. This is incredible. Like I'm a big fan of like video games that can be teaching tools or video games that can be more than video games, which is why on my list of 100 games that I want to get through eventually, it was a lot of experimental. Wow.
You were saying that they didn't want to completely disorient it. So as you move forward, there's not going to be, like I was saying, you're not going to redshift the visible light so much that it goes into the ultraviolet. Oh, there we go.
I'm moonwalking backwards. It's so dark.
It gets to the point where sometimes you red or blue shift the visible light out of the range.
Yes.
Of visible light.
I just want to take a second to kind of get to use down here. So we have the we can see.
Yes.
And then the wavelength is too short and the wavelength is too big for us to see. So
other way around. Ultraviolet is very short length wavelength.
Thanks for fact checking me. Okay, I'm noticing something with my movement that I thought it was bad game design, but I think
that's cool. Oh, they do. There is time dilation. Not so much on
a lot of these people.
Not so much on the length contraction, but understandably.
Maybe. Whoa. Okay. God, I'm gonna put a gigantic seizure warning at the top of this episode. I'm glad they put motion in here because it's a big part of what makes this scary. Oh my, gross!
And now I totally understand why they didn't make this completely 100% realistic.
Honestly,
because I would be barfing.
If I was not drunk right now, I would be hurting really bad. One thing that I do want to try to create is that in all of their trailers, you begin to bend light in a way that like these pillars, these gateways, they are now very wobbly and don't appear to. Yep, here
there we go. There's some.
Oh, that's so gross.
Okay, yeah.
This is a nightmare. Oh wow.
This is something I need to.
What the fuck is happening here? So I noticed when I hold backwards, it takes a second.
So
it appears to be doing a really heavy reverse dolly shift.
Okay, so if you're moving backwards, instead of the light being blue shifted, it's being red shifted. So the wavelength is becoming very long.
Okay. So that white line is the speed of light. And the game was designed so that the more, at first when you collect one orb, very little happens. But then at the end of the game, because you see these notches in the bottom screen.
It's very hard to orient yourself.
It's saying that late game, each orb you collect results in more stuff happening.
Move. Oh boy, that's weird. I wonder if they're adhering to this. And what's fascinating about special relativity is that even though this guy keeps going faster and faster and faster, if you asked him what is the speed of light, he would say this. If you shined a light beam past him, he would go, "Oh yeah, it's 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second."
I have two questions. The second one I forgot. The first one is, look how normal this place is if I'm not moving. Nothing.
Yep.
So my motion is this up. Oh, Chuck, get out of there.
Yes. And this is one of the things I was trying to explain to you.
3 more. Oh, they're right here, so we can around.
The speed of light is not like a terminal velocity that you get closer and closer and closer to from your perspective. As you speed up, the speed of light, I've said this to Haley a lot of times, it's like the top of the endless staircase at Mario 64
and
before you get 100, before you get the correct amount of stars.
Yeah.
The staircase, the top of the staircase keeps going away from you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and collect 100 out of 100, and I'm just gonna want to see what. Oh.
And then there we go.
Okay, so this is just to clarify for the audience. Time moves as fast as, or not time. The speed of light is my walking speed.
Right. So when you, oh boy.
Oh my.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm moving forward. What's happening?
Extreme. Wait, that was it forward?
I'm only going forward. I'm only going in the direction that I'm looking. So just giggles. This is backwards.
Okay, so it's not. Again, it's not totally realistic because here's the thing. Let's say you were told, okay.
Look at that zoom!
Oh boy!
Whoa!
Let's talk about fisheye.
Okay, give me just a second while my eyes tell a story.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay, let's say you're in the Garden of Eden and God says, I don't care about this. Do not travel faster than the speed of light. I forbid you. Don't do it. And you go, okay, God, I won't do it. I promise.
And then he leaves. You're like, I'm gonna fucking do it.
I'm gonna fucking do it. And so you travel at 99% the speed of light, and you're just like, woohoo, this is so fun. It's so fun. And then you look around going, no one's watching. Who's gonna notice if I travel at the speed of light?
Whoa. I think I died. Oh, if you go fast enough, okay, wow.
So this is kind of, okay, this is apropos of what I was about to say. Say no one's looking and you go, I'm gonna be a little bad boy. And you travel at 99.999 speed of light.
Yeah.
And you look around and go, I was checking, and I'm just gonna do it for a second. You travel at the speed of light for 1 second. And you have a great time, and then you slow down and go, okay, good. And you look around, the rest of eternity has passed. Everyone is dead. All of the particles have decayed. The rest of the universe is gone. And God is there at the end of time going, I told you not to travel.
Even the apple?
Everything is gone.
Aw,
because the
damn it.
second you travel at the speed of light, your clock stops. Time in your frame of reference is 0 seconds per second.
So
when you slow down, the rest of the universe has been evolving for eternity.
So what I'm sure happened right there is they set the so my character their speed chart. They go slow at first, then faster and faster. They set the end speed of light just faster than my walk. So as soon as I pick up enough speed, it triggers this ending.
So yes. So if you traveled at the speed of light for just the tiniest of a second, you reach the end of the game instantly.
Guys, that's been a slower speed of light. Wow. MIT, keep making games. That was really good. Oh.
And bless your heart for not being 100% realistic, because I would have had a seizure.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh.
Also, the cosmic microwave background radiation would have given me cancer, but
Doppler effect.
That's the one thing about Star Trek. Try to travel at the speed of light, then all of the radiation in the universe that's harmless is all of a sudden redshifted to the point where it becomes gamma rays and you get cancer everywhere.